But, I mean, that's not anything that's been a real problem with us. Because, like I said, you have real good cooperation among all your altars. They work together and they respect us, and they respect the rules that have been set forth for their behavior and when it's okay to come out and how they need to behave when they come out. And they all know how to drive a car and not to come out during work, or if they do, they have to work too.
I think that's actually a funny story. I don't remember who was out recently, but you were telling me that they had gone to the store, and I came back with my hand
like
with
the
card. Yeah, as getting ready to swipe the card. But who was that? Do you remember?
I believe that was, I want to say, Courtney, where she had some kind of food craving of some kind, and we were a little shy on money, but I was like, well, just get what you need to get, and then have her come back and make sure she approves everything that you purchased before you bring her back at the register. And I meant before everything was in the bag, so you kind of see the cart and edit, not like poised with the card at the little swipey box.
Because they're not allowed to use the card. That's the rule.
Right, they're not supposed to use the card.
So technically,
it was supposed to be sort of a check measure, but not everybody, she was technically within the boundaries of the behavior pattern we had set forth, but
technically.
But you look weird if suddenly you're all like, let me unpack everything on the conveyor belt. See what's in these bags. You get funny looks. You get home, you've got this diamond bracelet. You don't know why.
That brings up an interesting question. When I do switch, what does your brain go through? I mean, because you and I relate on a certain level.
Yeah.
But you relate on a different level with them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like if you're hanging out with somebody that's sort of like a work acquaintance or somebody that you don't know well, but you just deal with it. I mean, you have to. They're a new person, and you can't talk the same way necessarily, or discuss the same things, or I don't use the same endearments or things like that. Okay. I don't call the altars, Pookie Britches or anything. Like with the little ones, I gotta run if you switch, while I'm cooking dinner or whatever. I usually need to run in and make sure that the TV's not on something that's inappropriate, because they're still little kids, and they've seen a lot of things that they don't really see, but. I don't want to explain what those two naked people on TV are doing, or, cause somebody stress or mental anguish or anything like that. And, you gotta explain that we can't always buy candy all the time or have chocolate cake for dinner or, stuff like that with the little ones. That's the most significant changes with the little ones. With the adults, it's no big deal. It's just people you may not know as well. So you gotta, it's like starting a new conversation almost like starting in the middle of a conversation with somebody you don't know very well.
That's an interesting point.
They'll just pop in with their opinion about things sometimes of whatever we've been talking about. They'll just bust up in it.
I think Richie is the one that does that the most these days.
Richie busts out with stuff every once in a while. Courtney will throw her 2 cents in. We used to get a lot from, oh my gosh, it's been so long since I talked to them, I don't even remember their names. I know who you are, I just don't remember your name.
Kathy.
Thank you. Kathy and Cassie, that's it. I knew it was rhymey.
We'll talk later.
Oh, I know. See, and this is a problem. I got a 27 person cast of characters I got to keep up with.
don't
you
like
don't
when
see
they.
a few for a few chapters, and suddenly everybody's all upset.
I don't like when they go that fast.
Leave you with a little personality lash.
I feel like I've just been stammering through like a crowd and I'm just spinning in the middle.
Now swing at the pinata, you know. We don't need those stinking black.
What memory will you get today? I guess we should point out that there may be some triggering mechanisms in this video, so.
Could be. All kinds of stuff.
Well, not just for me. I mean, for
others.
people watching.
Yeah, well, that should probably be at the beginning.
I can do that.
Yeah, put it on a little
Disclaimer.
spiel there.
What is some advice you would give someone with a significant other of a DID?
Well, you know, just be supportive. Make sure that you've got a good set of ground rules, and try to get everybody working together. You know, cooperation really seems to be more of the key, rather than integration, because integration seems to take a really long time, and sometimes they'll even happen spontaneously just when they're ready. Forcing the issue tends to make more problems than fix stuff. But just, you know, roll with it. That's all you can really do is just roll with it and try not to freak out about it. But just try to set some ground rules for life and for things like money and driving and work and stuff like that, you know. The outside world, but, you know, in your house you do what you want.
I appreciate you taking the time.
No problem.
You've been very helpful.
Thanks for asking.